All right. Actually, if you, no, we can start in the chair. I'm just standing for a second while I just run my mouth. Let's start with breathing. Let's start with breathing. Okay, breathing. So it brings you in this world when you don't feel like doing it anymore. You won't be here anymore either. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. You're trying to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Nice and slow. Nice and purposeful. Okay? Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And relax. The breathing you're doing now is the breathing it takes for you to be able to sit there and do nothing and allow your brain to work properly. Anytime you shorten your breathing, something's going to go without what it needs. Okay? Keep your breathing up. Nice and easy. We'll start with the stretch. First stretch, you slowly turn and look over your shoulder. Turn as far as you can. Any side. Pick a shoulder. Any shoulder. And then when we say switch, guess what? You're going to pick the other one. Okay? Now all you're doing is making sure that you are able to breathe when you look over your shoulder. Okay? And then slowly, slowly relax. Maybe I should try to say that a different way. You need this to work no matter what is going on. Okay? No matter what you're doing, this always has to work. These two work together. You don't want this to take a break, just like we don't want you to take a break on breathing. Okay? Let's keep moving. We want to make sure the exercises are gentle enough so that you don't have to decide between whether doing the exercise correct or whether you're breathing. We want the breathing to be a natural thing. Okay? Keep your breathing going. Okay? Slowly, slowly, slowly turn. And I'm repeating about the breathing, okay? And I don't want you to take it necessarily personal, okay? I have to reiterate this all the time because you're the last one to know when you're not breathing. That's the problem. You would think it would be so obvious. Slowly, 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 relax. But the less you move, the less you breathe, okay? This is normally an issue for adults, not so much kids. Why? Kids are always running around. You normally got to tell them to sit down. As long as they're running, they're breathing. When you're sitting still, you just don't even know what's happening. Okay? Next stretch. We bring your ear to your shoulder. I do these stretches every class. Okay? And that's because I'm assuming you go to sleep every night. Okay? Breathe. In through the nose, out through your mouth. Slowly, 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 relax. We do the same for the opposite shoulder. Bring your ear to your shoulder. But don't move your shoulder. In through your nose, out through your mouth, and then slowly, slowly relax. Shoulder shrug, shoulders to ears, shoulders to ears. Okay? We bring the shoulders up, and then we bring the shoulders down. We bring the shoulders up, and then we bring the shoulders down. We breathe out through your mouth, and breathe in through the nose. We breathe out through your mouth, and breathe in through the nose. In 2, and then you're through. In 1, and then we're done. Last one, let's just hold the shoulders up. And then slowly, slowly relax. I'm going to jump in the chair right along with you. We'll go right into the most difficult one first, the seated plank. Seated plank. Okay? We just stretch the legs out best you can, trying to take the bend out of the knees with the toes pointed up. Oh yes, looking good, looking good. And it may appear as though holding your legs up is the most important part. It's actually not. Making sure you're still breathing is. Breathe it in through the nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And you hear me talking very soft Very gentle. Ah. Soft, gentle, and slow. Slowly, slowly relax. We'll try it one more time. This is me using the bedside manner. Okay, again, your doctor would normally be the one with bedside manner. They're normally having to encourage you to do something that you may not want to do, or something that you know is going to hurt. Oh, I don't want to go in there for surgery, doc. And they're supposed to relax you a little bit. Number 2, the same exercise. Try to straighten the legs out with the toes pointed up. The trouble, however, is the slower I'm talking, the slower we move. The slower we move, the more difficult all the movements are. The slower you move, it's all muscle. There's no momentum to help. When we normally move your legs, we want momentum. Okay, that's what makes it easier to move your legs. But right now, because we're doing it nice and slow, your legs should be getting very, 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 very heavy. It should be getting so heavy, you should be almost like, goodness gracious, what is going on? Why am I feeling this so much? Slowly, take a break, relax. Once you relax, everything should start feeling much better. Okay? Know that when you go longer, you get stronger. But it feels uncomfortable. It's hard to do it by yourself. It's hard to do it by yourself. That's why I come and I do it with all of your friends. Let's do it again. Stretch. Nice and long. Toes pointed up. Okay, toes pointed up. Now, I normally overstress the fact that the toes should be pointed at 12 o'clock. Okay? The position of the toes at 12 o'clock, okay, that's totally up to you. But what we don't want is the toes going left and right. Any movement at your feet, you're going to feel here in your hips. Right now, this is helping to stabilize your hips. Okay, stabilize your hips. And slowly relax. We'll do it one more again. One more again. It's very important that you keep your hip not only strong but flexible. Life expectancy is tied to whether you have any issues with your hip. Okay? One more. And stretch. Let me say it a different way. Most adults don't survive a fall that fractures their hip.
Yep.
Okay? If you weren't exercising before, then all of these muscles are going to get weak. All the joints will get weak. Okay? A fall can be very traumatic. Anything that damages your hips is normally going to require rehab. And it's normally going to happen in a nursing home. And you're normally going to have to be there for every bit of 4 to 6 months laying on your back. If you weren't exercising before you went to the nursing home or before you hurt your hip, it's going to be very difficult to go 6 months without moving and still be in good shape. Oh. Let's pick the toes up a little higher. Ooh. Now let's pick the legs and the toes up a little higher. Oh, that should feel a whole lot different. Okay, for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. You should feel that. You should feel it.
Yeah.
And you're doing just fine. You're doing just fine. That's 4 more than you would have done on your own. Okay? Every time I tell you to do something, it's supposed to get on your nerves. Okay? Supposed to. Yeah? You're really not supposed to like nothing that's coming out of my mouth because you're going to feel it.
Trust me, I don't. And I
Go ahead and accept the fact that you can expect to feel something. Do it the best you can. When you feel like you cannot do it correctly anymore, you stop. You don't need to ask anybody. You don't need permission from anybody else. You do it as strong and correct as you can. When you feel you cannot, you're grown enough to stop. Let's try it again. Okay, from the chair. You're just going to pick straight up on your knee. Okay? This would be a good example to help explain that very same point. Pick straight up on your knee and just hold it right there for a moment. Make sure you're breathing here though. Just trying to hold it here, I already know it. You ought to start feeling it by now. It ought to start waking up, and it ought to keep screaming louder and louder and louder. All right, are you breathing? There we go. That's the first thing. That's the first rule. Anytime you're trying to hold or do anything for an amount of time, make sure you're breathing. Think of marathon. Running for a long time, it's all about breathing. Okay? Now, you can do everything right. Doing it right, you're still going to feel something. Because that's the whole point. But doing it right, you're supposed to feel something. But doing it right, you're not supposed to break anything. That's the difference. You're supposed to feel it. It's supposed to get on your nerves. That's why you have nerves. So that you know, I can hold this up as long as everybody else can. Or it's, I'm doing my best, but I need to take a break. That's a call you'll have to make for yourself. You know yourself better than anyone else. Relax. Let's go to the opposite leg. What was that? Kick straight up on your knee. Now, what you're going to find is it doesn't matter how high your foot is off the ground or how high your knee is off the ground. It's the holding it here that is challenging. Get it wherever you're comfortable, okay? It cracks me up. Well, I don't say cracks me up. You can do it however you like. You can pick this leg all the way up here. It's not going to stay. Okay? You can put it down here. It's probably not going to stay. Just do your best. And then you relax. When you relax, you should feel the muscle and all it took to keep it up. All right, go ahead and relax. Now let's go down to your knee. Okay, we're going to flex your knee this time. Okay? Why? Because it's easier than holding things. Okay? Moving it is easier than holding them. Okay? All we're going to do is alternate here. We pick up, you push out, you bring in, you set down. You alternate. You pick up, you push out, you bring in, you set down. You pick it up, you push it out, bring it in, and set it down. Up, out, in, and then down. Up, out, in, and then down. Pick it up, push it out, bring it in, set it down. Pick it up, push it out, bring it in, and set it down. Pick it up, push it out, bring it in, set it down. Pick it up, push it out, bring it in, set it down. It's up, it's out, bring it in, set it down. It's the knee, then the toe, it's the knee, then the flow. Knee, then toe, it's knee, then flow. It's up, it's out, bring it in, set it down. It's up, it's out, bring it in, and relax. It's been a couple weeks since I've seen you. Okay?
Yeah, a bit more than a couple.
These are the same exercises we were doing when we first met.
Yes.
Okay?
But ain't the same hit actually.
And repetition is the key to exercise. Okay? Don't do the very same things you have been doing. Continue to do what you've always done. You'll always be what you've always been. How about that?
Yeah, that's why
Okay.
I keep moving.
But if you take a break, you're gonna realize how challenging it was if you take a break and go back to it. And that's what you should be feeling now. Okay, that's why I'm talking slow and I'm walking slow. It should feel challenging, just because I'm assuming you haven't been doing this at home 3 days out of the week. Okay?
No, not
That's
all.
good.
I'm in.
I don't know, one day I
And I would tell you, don't beat yourself up about that. That's why you hear me telling you fitness is meant to be done with friends. I shouldn't say I don't expect you to do it at home by yourself, but it's very, very difficult for you to do this by yourself. It's so difficult that I don't expect you to do it by yourself. That's why I come in your friendly environment while all of us are together. One big happy family.
Are you sure it's friendly?
Yes, I do. Because that's what happens when you get around friends.
Well, yeah, that's true.
That's right, that's right. And if you don't think it's friendly, I'm probably not in the friends network. But if we're all on the same page, we'll all vibe off the same thing. Okay? Let's go down to your toes. Let's go down to your toes. Okay? The reason I'm talking slow is because all of these muscles would have tightened up. They would have gotten weakened and everything would have stiffened up. At least when we're doing it regular, things loosen up. They loosen up and range of motion gets better. But right now, quite honestly, your range of motion should be a little tight. So we want to move slower. But know that the slower you move, the more difficult it will feel. Okay? What we're gonna do now is pick up on your toes. Okay, push those heels out in front of you. Okay? Slowly pick up on your toes. And then slowly relax. Okay? Again, slowly pick up on your toes and then relax. Again, slowly pick up on your toes and then relax. Now the trick here is that it appears like it's easier when we do it slower, but it's not. Okay? Keep doing your best. Pick up on your toes again. Now just hold it right there for a minute. Make sure your toes are all the way up. If you're holding your toes at 30%, when you can do 60%, you won't feel anything. Okay? The faster you feel something, the faster you're fixing it. Okay? But if you're trying not to feel anything, you're not fixing anything. You're just killing time. Okay? And when you're not fixing anything in strengthening or fitness class, you're not likely to keep coming.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Does it matter for?
You can get them toes back up, though.
Oh. Does it matter for it sticks out like that?
It does. Very good question. Relax. I don't know if you heard the question. Does it matter how far it sticks out? Yes. Very good question. The more you do repetition is the key to exercise. Every time you do it, you want to try to improve upon it. Very good question. The farther you push your heels out in front of you, and that's exactly why I say push your heels out in front of you, okay? If you don't push your heels forward, you won't be able to pick up your toes at all, okay? It's not until the heel goes out in front of your knees, now you get maximum flexion at your ankle. So you want to push those heels out as far as you can, okay? As far as you can, okay? And then you pick up as high as you can on those toes. And then back down, and then back up, and then back down. That's right, you want your feet to be able to stay flat on the floor, but you want them out as far as you can. Everybody okay? Now you already know the drill. We're gonna do enough of these to knock that smile off your face, mommy. Okay? And we're gonna do it nice and slow. Okay, the slower that we go, the better. Okay, let's think about this. Okay, let me try to prove this to you a little bit. Let's tap the toes quick. Tap, tap, tap the toe, tap, tap the toe, and stop. Now I'm gonna guarantee you probably don't feel nothing.
Yeah.
And that's because you really weren't raising your toes much. You're picking up the toes, but you're doing more of a rhythm than raising them as high as you can. When we slow it down, you'll have time to pick it all the way up and then all the way down. You're gonna feel it more when we do it slower, okay? That's the whole point. Ready? And tap. Up, 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 and down. Breathe out and in, we tap. And tap. And tap, tap, and tap, and tap. For 10, 9, and 8. Tap, and 7, and 6, and 5, and tap, and 4, and 3, and 2, and tap, and 1, and 1. Now turn the toes out wide. And 10, and 9, and 8. Tap, and 7, and 6, and 5, and tap, and 4, and 3, and 2, and tap, and 1, and 1. Now turn the toes on in and start the clock at 10. 10, 9, and 8. 7, 6, and 5. Up to 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Now back to the front for 10, 9, and 8. And 7, and 6, and 5. And 4, and 3, and 2, 2, and 1, and 1. And slowly relax. She said it burns. That's exactly what is supposed to happen when you're doing it slow. Whenever you feel that burn, you're training the muscle. Okay? When it's burning, the muscle is learning. When you feel that burning, you want to make sure you're not doing anything incorrect or wrong. Otherwise, you're growing into what it is that's causing that burning. Let me think of it a different way. You have a problem with your shoulder and you move your shoulder. Oh, that hurts. Doesn't feel good. but you keep moving it. That's like it burning and you keep doing it. What you're doing is you're making it strong. You're making it strong in the parts you don't want.
Miss,
Because it's not supposed to hurt.
you okay? I'm coming for you.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's coming.
Oh,
Turn it
okay.
around.
Thank you. Sorry, y'all.
Oh, you timed that about perfect, didn't you? Oh yeah. We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, well, no, probably not. I'm having, hip surgery Wednesday, so,
Oh well, congratulations.
thank you.
You go in there and take care of that and get on out of there.
I know, so I can come back.
That's right, that's right. You gotta be in a certain amount of health in order to have the surgery. So the fact that you're having it, that's why I'm telling you congratulations. They wouldn't be
Yes.
giving it to you if you didn't need it, and the fact that you're able to get it.
Thank you.
Just know
yes.
we gotta make sure we see each other when you get done.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Back down to your toes. Push those
All right,
heels back
John.
in front of you, okay? Now what we just did was
Yes.
40 picks. We just lifted your toes 40 times, okay? Now we're gonna do the exact same thing, except this time we're gonna do it quick, okay? Once you know how to do it, we want you to do it correctly, but we want you to do it as quick as you can, okay?
Yes.
Ready? Now, tap, tap, 10, 9, and 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1, 12, 13, and 14, and 15, and 16, and 17, 18, 19, and 20, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10, 10, 9, and 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1, and slowly relax. Except you're not saved.
Okay.
Well, you're saved. We're in the right house to be saved, but not by that bell. Now, everybody should start, if you haven't already, right below your knees, all the way down to the toes. Now, we're going to do this one more time. Okay, we're going to do it one more time. Okay? Your feet, your hands like to do the same thing your feet are doing. Okay? Your hands like to do the same thing your feet are doing. And you might even notice for yourself that when you start tapping these toes, it just makes you want to do something with your hands. Now we're going to purposely do something with your hands. Okay? You purposely, anytime you're moving your lower body, you want to try to include something with the upper body. Moving your knees, you want to move your elbows at the same time, for example. We're just going to do a little tap. A tap and add in the toe. 10, 9, and 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and 1, 1, and 1. Out wide, wide, and wide. 10, and 9, and 8, 7, 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and 1. Now turn the toes on in and start the clock at 10. 10, 9, and 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1, and 1, and slowly, relax.
Where you supposed to feel it?
You should feel that from here down to your toes.
I'm feeling it through here.
That's what I feel like.
Now, wait. Okay, we'll do this one more time.
Wait a minute.
And the reason we're doing that is to answer that question, rather, just like she's saying right there. Why do you feel it over there? The only reason you feel it over there is because you must be moving your knees left and right. That's right. Now you're supposed to feel it below the knee, all the way down to your toes, if you're moving your foot. If you're moving your knee, that's a whole different operation, because we're not asking you to move your knee, we're asking you to tap the toe. If you're moving these knees, you're gonna feel this on the outside. If you're moving it in, you're gonna feel it on the inside. You're picking up on the knee, you're gonna feel it up in here. Movement of the knee, you're gonna feel somewhere in here, okay? But we don't want you to do that. We want all of this not to move. Stop, move, no movement. Stabilize at the knee, and all we're doing is moving everything below your knee. How about that? Let's try one more again. Pick straight up on your toes. That's all you're doing. Your knees should go straight up in the air if they are. okay? But they're not going left and right, okay?
They're not going left and right at first.
Well, if you're feeling it on the outside of your hip,
I feel it right here.
I felt it right here
Well,
too.
And I wasn't doing anything but this.
well, we're gonna find out. Let's give it a go.
Okay.
Now, let me also say, in order for this to work correctly, these muscles have to be strong enough not to let your legs run out. Okay? So these muscles will stabilize. The work they're doing now is to make so the knees don't move. Okay? Here we go. Add in your hands. Tap, tap, and tap. Tap, tap your toe. Tap the toe. 10, 9, and 8. Boop. 7, 6, and 5. Boop. The 4, the 3, the 2. Boop. And 1. And 1. You're done. How'd that feel?
Through here.
Yep, I see you looking good this time. How about you?
To be honest with you,
Yeah.
I feel both places, here and here.
Okay. Well, then I would tell you that.
Back of her chair.
Say that again.
I said, you thought you leaning back?
If this muscle is weak,
I
okay,
might be, but
and
I'll
it's
be back.
and she's feeling it, that's what it's letting you know. This muscle is having to do a whole lot of work to stabilize her knees. Okay?
Say that again?
That's right.
Up and down.
These muscles stabilize your knee. Okay? They stabilize your knee. Okay? What it's trying to indicate is that the muscle is weak for you.
Oh, I can believe that.
Okay? And that's all I'm trying to get. We want you to feel it. You should feel it someplace. It's telling you what muscles are doing the most work. Okay? In most cases, we want this muscle that's causing the motion to do the most work, and this one is doing part-time work and just stopping the movement, if I'm making any sense there. If you're comfortable, let's stand. Let's target that right now. Feel free to touch your chair if you need. Okay? We were just talking about picking up all those toes. Okay? And we were moving your, and now we're going to bring your leg out to the side. Okay, the leg out to the side. What this is going to do is it's going to strengthen all of these muscles here and help stabilize your knee also. Okay? Every muscle in your leg is there to help your knee. Okay, it's there to help your knee. Okay? Ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5, and relax. The opposite leg. The opposite leg.
You can hold on to your chair.
Ready?
Yeah, you hold on to your
Exercise.
seat.
1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5, and relax. How's it feeling on you? How you feeling there?
Not good.
Now, if you fit, take a break when you need to.
I think I need a break.
When we're in class, we want you to do your best. But what this is showing me is the same thing that's happening when you're out with the family or out with the kids and you're doing something and you're too tired and you're not taking your break. Oh, let's go to the Redskins game. Okay.
It's Commanders.
Oh, Commanders, sorry. Just saying, you gotta know when to take your break.
Yeah.
Okay? You gotta know when to take it. Otherwise, the next thing that comes is something's gonna break or you're gonna collapse. Okay? We're doing this now so that you can feel what it feels like for it to be at its most exhausted. When it's at its most exhausted, it should make you say, whoo, I need to hold on to something before I fall. Or I need to sit down, or I need to take a break. Okay? But you're gonna feel it before you get there. You're gonna feel it. That's the whole point. You're gonna feel it. Let's go to the opposite leg. We want to do this slow, especially if you have difficulty with the exercise. If the muscle feels weak, you want to do it slow and under control, okay? How do you know the muscle is weak? If you do the exercise like this. See how fast I'm moving that leg?
So which leg is the weak one then when you're doing it? The one you're kicking out or the one you're standing?
Very good. Well, you've been doing some homework.
No, because I noticed I can do it. I'm having problems with my left leg.
See?
And when I stand on my right leg, I'm having more problems bringing that out.
Bingo.
than, you
Bingo.
know.
Okay.
And I had
The
a
history of
fourth
this
one.
exercise right here is you're actually working both legs at the same time. Okay? The only difference is one of them is going to be carrying your body weight by itself. The other one is just going to be floating out here on the side, but it's still having to stabilize and do this. Both legs have to lock up. One is just doing it under your body weight. Okay? What this is doing is it's strengthening each leg individually. Okay? Making one leg activity much better. Now you might say you're not doing anything on one leg. That's exactly what's happening every time you step. You're on one leg for a short second. And if you don't trust this leg, or if it's weak, the doctor is going to put something in your hand as a walking aid because they know this muscle is weak. And they never know when you're going to hit it the wrong way, and then you're going to be down on the floor. Okay? Any weak muscles in your leg, they're going to give you a walking device until you strengthen your legs. You don't strengthen your legs, you'll have the walking device for the rest of your life. Okay? Whew. So let's do this one more time with intention. Okay? Yep. You see how she said, let me try this? That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Just do your best. But if you're expecting not to feel something, you're in the wrong place. The whole point is you're supposed to feel it. The more you feel it, the more you know whether you can fix it or whether you need to go talk to the doctor. Okay? All right. Stand up nice and straight. Touch that chair. That's not taking away from any of it. Okay? The chair helps you stay in good posture. While you're in good posture, all we're going to do is, I'm going to do this in two parts. You're going to bring the leg away from your body. Only, and then you want to do it nice and slow if you can. It looks like this. Breathing out and breathing in. Okay? You're breathing out and breathing in. Okay? Let's give it a shot. Ready? Exercise. Breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out and in. It's up and down. Breathe out and in. Breathe out and in. Breathe out and in. Breathe out and relax. Opposite leg. Opposite leg. Okay? Ready? Exercise. Breathe out and in. It's up and down. Breathe out and in. It's up and down. Breathe out and in. Up and relax. The calf raise. Let's get your calf raise. Okay? While you're touching your chair. While you're touching your chair. Okay? Picking up on your heel. We're picking up on your heel. Picking up on your heel. Picking up on your heel. Okay? Feel free to touch your chair. Feel free to touch your chair. Okay? The chair will help you pick that heel all the way up. 5. Ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5, and relax. We'll do it again. That's right. One more time. How you making? You all right?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Pick up on that heel again. Okay? Shoulders back, ears back. Exercise. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5, and relax. Then we're gonna do it one more time. She said she thought I said one more time the last
You
time.
did.
I did. But you keep doing them perfect. When you're doing them correctly, it means the muscle, you're strong enough to control the muscle. What we're trying to find is the breaking point where you're not able to control the muscle anymore. When you can't control it anymore, we want to make sure you do one of two things. Either you touch something, because this is working your foot, ankle, and toes. As this muscle gets exhausted, staying up on your feet gets a little challenging. Okay, you should feel like you need to touch something. Or you should feel like you need to sit down. Or take a break. Okay? Here we go again. Shoulders back, ears back. Okay? Exercise. 1, 2, 3, 1. Breathe out and in. Breathe out and 2. Breathe out and in. Breathe out and 3. Breathe out and in. Breathe out and 4. It's 1, 2, 3, 5. It's 1, 2, 3, 6. It's easy at first, but quickly it gets worse. 8 and 1, 2, 3. 8 and 1, 2, 3. 9 and 1, 2, 3. 10. Hold it up. Notice that hold is not there. The hold is the same thing as you trying to stop before you go across Congress Avenue. Congress Avenue. Slowly, slowly, relax. Take a seat. Strengthening your legs when you're standing. All of your weight is on your legs. All the weight is on your legs. Okay. Now we'll just do 5 minutes of cardio. She actually said that correctly. If you do all the other exercises correctly, they are all cardio. When you do them correctly and with intensity, they all affect your breathing. When you do them the best you can, they should affect your breathing, and it all turns into cardio.
Your heart rate go up.
That's right, that's right, that's right. How you know you're doing hard cardio? Heart rate's gonna go up, okay? Now we're purposely trying to make your heart rate go up. The other exercises aren't necessarily designed for your heart rate to go up, okay? Cardio is specifically designed to get your energy systems working, okay? The key to this is you can't stop. You can't stop. You can't stop. When you feel like stopping, don't. Okay, when you feel like, think of when you feel like stopping, you just now burnt through breakfast.
Haven't eaten that yet.
Okay. When you don't stop, it starts eating through last night's dinner. And then yesterday's dessert. And then all of the other food. Okay? When you don't move and you eat, it stores it up because it assumes that you're going to be doing something, or that you're preparing for something. When you keep going without stopping, your body thinks this is what you've been preparing it for. This is what you've been saving it for. So the longer you go, it starts pulling the energy from your excess body fat. Okay? In other words, once you start breathing and feeling like you don't want to do it, every second you keep going after that, oh boy, you're changing yourself every second after that. Every second you keep going on it, but it's difficult to do on your own. That's why I come to do it with the family.
Okay.
Let's march in place.
Oh.
Left, 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 right. Picking up on the knee. Ha. Left and left. It's a left, right. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. You know what to do. Ha. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Just don't stop until we're through. Breathe out and breathe in, and then we do it all again. 1 and 2 and 3 and then 4. It's a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Now we push. We push. Push in front to rear. We push. We push. That's the way we do it here. Breathing out and in. You're pushing it once again. Ha. Push. Push and step. Yep. Woo. Push and step. Yes. We push and step. We push and we step. We push and we step. Now raise the hands just a little bit more. Push and push. Push in front to rear. That's the way we do it here. Breathing out and breathing in. We do it all again. Ha. 1 and 2 and 3 and then 4. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Woo! Out and in. Out and in. Up and down. Out and in. Out and in. Up and down. Breathing out and in, and then we do it all again. Ha, 2, and then you're through. In 1, and then you're done. Ha, drop the arms, keep the legs. 1 and 2. Ha, 1 and 2. You're looking good. You're looking good. Ha, we come too far to turn back now. Ha, turn too far to come back now. You're picking up on your knees. Straight up, straight down. Straight up, straight down. Straight up, straight down. Shoulder width apart at the feet. Ha, shoulder width apart at feet. Woo! Out wide, to the side, flap, flap. 1 and 2. We flap, we flap. 1 and 2. It's a 1 and a 2. Breathe out and breathe in. It's a 1 and a 2. Breathing out and breathing in. Ha. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Out and in. Ha. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's out and in. Ha. 1 and 2 and 3 and then 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. A hand clap. A hand clap. When you start getting exhausted, things start feeling heavy. Okay? When you start getting exhausted, things start feeling heavy. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And 1 and 2. That's your nerves. That's your nerves gauging. Okay, better gauging. 1 and 2 and 3 and then 4. It's a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and then 4. You're looking good. You're looking great. Woo! Up and down. Breathing out and in. Woo! 1 and 2 and 3 and then 4. Let's see how those knees are moving. 1 and 2 and 3 and then 4. Now for cardio-wise, we're like the more you move, the better. But you're gonna feel that in different places since the knees don't go straight up in the air. Tapping, 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 tapping. You tapping. Woo! Tapping, 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 tapping. You tapping. Woo! Tapping, 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 tapping. You tap and you tap. Now fingers to the sky. We push up nice and high. Let's try. Let's try. Let's try to touch the sky. Ha. 1 and 2 and 3 and then 4. Yep, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and then 4. Ha. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. It's a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. This will. Woo! It's breathing out and breathing in. Pushing up is always hard. Up and up. Breathing out, breathing in. Now, this is so challenging, this should definitely get your breathing involved. Pushing up, pushing up, pushing up, and breathe. Yeah, pushing up and breathe. Breathing out and in. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and push. And push. 10, 9, and 8. Push. Give me 7, 6, and 5. Push. Give me 4, 3, and 2, 2, 1, and 1. Hand clap. Back to the clap. Back to the clap. Back to the clap. Back to the clap. Back. Back to the clap. To the clap. Give me 5, 4, and 3. Give me 2, 2, and 1. 1 and 1 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 and 1. Woo! Drop the hands, keep the legs. 10. To the left. Yep. 9 and 8. Left. Woo! 7 and 6. Left. 6 and 5. Left. 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 Right. Left. Give me 4, 3, and 2. 2 and 1 and 1 and slowly relax.
Oh my goodness.
What's your heart rate?
You should feel your breathing up. Okay? You shouldn't feel cold either. Okay? You should feel warm.
I can't see what's going on.
What happens if you get cold?
Pay attention to where you feel cold.
It's 96.
It's letting you know your circulation needs to be improved in that area. Okay? Right now, moving the elbows and knees should have blood circulating all over your body. It should feel warm almost everywhere. Okay? Pay attention to something that's cold. If it's cold, it means blood isn't circulating through it. The blood is hot. It should warm it up. Okay? How do you increase the circulation? Just move it. Stretch it. Whatever it is, it's trying to let you know it's tight. Hip, shoulders, out and in.
Down to 117 now.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the time. What are you talking about the heart rate?
No, I was saying it was
Marie,
130 and then
that's
it went down to
fine.
117.
His,
She
sho-
want this,
his shoulders out and in.
Put this on there, this heart in the middle, like the time and the heart.
Everybody has on a step counter?
Yeah.
Everybody has one on right now?
No.
Okay,
Oh,
What?
sorry.
No.
okay.
Y'all interrupted me, Clay.
Head, shoulders, out now.
I'm gonna get back.
You said stand?
I didn't, but you did, cause you could. You'll do what only feels comfortable. If it's not comfortable for you to stand, you wouldn't. Starting position. This is for your brain. For your brain. For your brain. If you don't take care of your brain, it will fall apart faster than your muscles will. Woo! Okay? Anytime you're trying new things, just the fact you're trying these exercises, trying a new class, trying anything new creates new brain. Okay?
To a steady hand?
Yes, that's right. That's right. That's right. But you kill brain cells when you hold your breath, which is why you hear me talking so much about when you're sitting down and sitting still. When you're sitting there and doing nothing, you're getting dumber by the second because you're killing all your brain cells. Okay?
That's what I kill on mine.
Well, she had enough left to tell her to try some exercise, so she's making some better new brain. Okay? We touch the head, we touch the shoulders, we open out, and then we come back in. We touch your head, we touch the shoulders, we open out, and then we come back in. It's head, shoulders, out, in, head, shoulders, out, in, head, shoulders, out, in, head, shoulder, out, in. Head, shoulders, out and in, 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 head, shoulder, out, in, head, shoulders, out, in, head, shoulder, out, in, head, shoulders, out, in, head, shoulders, out and in, head, shoulders, out and in, head, shoulders, out and in, head, shoulders, out.
That's my favorite
Any,
part.
anybody here have a Reader's Digest?
No.
See what I mean? Your mothers and your grandmothers did,
Yeah.
because they had to stimulate their brain. They knew they had to.
I had the jet magazine.
They had all of that. They were reading or scratching or in the paper. They were doing something.
We do puzzles, we do puzzles.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking. Just checking.
I guess mine used to do that.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay.
Bring the palms on in. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Relax. Keep the arms and shoulders low, and then you bring them out to the side, like you have wings. Like you have wings. Oh, yeah. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Slowly, slowly, relax. Straight to the front. Keep them nice and low. And stretch. The more you move, okay? Don't be surprised if you want something extra to eat tonight. Don't be surprised if you need something extra to drink. Yeah.
Some barbecue chicken.
Yeah, there you go. Don't be surprised if you go to bed on time tonight. All of them are signs of growing up. Okay? Slowly, 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 relax. Know that your appetite increases the more you use your muscles. Okay? If you like to eat, we want to wake up muscles. The more we wake up the muscles, the more. Every athlete has a huge appetite too. But they got to go to the gym every day. They got to do this every day. They have to. Whew. One more straight to the rear. You do too. Just nobody's cracking the whip on you. Okay? You ever seen somebody with a sign that says, "We'll work for food"? That's you too. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh.
And stretch to the rear. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Food is your friend. The more you do, don't be surprised the more you want to eat something. Just know that if you're eating something, it's giving you energy to do something. Just do something. That's it. Do something. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Relax.
You're not talking about laying down though. That.
Not after you eat. Now, after class, if you want to lay down, yeah, you can take a nap.
I don't take it.
Oh, okay, okay.
I was just asking.
If you go to sleep after you eat, it normally means you're eating too much or you ate the wrong thing. It's normally what they call an insulin imbalance. It puts you to sleep so that it can digest the food that you put too much in. How about that? It does that because you didn't make, I don't want to say that the wrong way. You knew when you took it that you didn't need an extra piece. So now it doesn't trust your judgment anymore. So it's going to make you uncomfortable so that you can't do anything except sit still or go to sleep. And it works on you while you go to sleep.
Okay.
Because while you're awake, you keep feeding it. And it's like, wait a minute now, you ain't understanding. I don't need nothing else. So it's forcing you to take a break. How's it forcing you to take a break? It's gonna make your stomach, woo, feel like, wow, I can't put nothing else in it. Or it's gonna put you to sleep. It's going, what they call it, the itis. Okay, that's the insulin imbalance. Is your body trying to adjust. Whew. Apologize for yapping so much. Haven't seen you so long, ladies and gentlemen. We're back on a regular schedule now, aren't we, Miss Moses? We're back in the house now, right?
I don't know, we just in January.
Well, this is the last week in January, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
but
bad weather coming
February
March,
is the
Oh.
worst
March.
month.
You know what?
Yeah,
You said it.
February's the worst.
You said,
They
okay.
having snow in Louisiana, Texas, and,
Wait.
Well, I'll send Mr. Ethiopia the dates and then we'll just go by that.
Okay, because I didn't even recognize I was here today until I was on the metro, and he was like, "Oh, you supposed to be?" Oh, I'm like, "Oh my goodness, I had no
Yeah,
clue."
cause I texted him 2 days ago.
And he texted me this morning. I was just in the subway in the tunnel, and I didn't get his text. I just missed the text. I do apologize. I teach a class in the mornings at the Hattie Holmes Senior Wellness Center on Fridays.
Yeah.
So I'm already in town. It was just a question of whether I just get on that, hop off the metro and ride straight down the green line right to you. I just didn't know it, that's all. That's totally my fault.
So what time is that class?
That class is at 10:30.
Okay.
10:30. And that's a full class.
I know.
Weightlifting, cardio.
I looked at it. That's where I saw her.
That's a
I was
pretty
like,
aggressive
oh,
class.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. That's a pretty strong class.
Yeah.
Yes. We get it in there.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
that's
Oh, yes.
at where?
Hattie Holmes Senior Wellness Center.
Where's that?
Nanny
Where
Hammond.
they have girls.
Over
yeah.
in that area.
Kennedy and 3rd, Fort Totten, Metro.
Oh, okay.
Right in there.
Your number's still 369?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
9949.
Okay, I'll take you directly.
Oh, yeah, that'll work out perfect. That'll work out.